band got to see was P.O.D, Payable on Death. A band that's been kicking about since the 90s. I remember them when they were about when I was young and late 90s, early O's. But I didn't really used to listen to them back then. Didn't really give them much of a listen because I sort of knew what they were in the run up. But they were pretty good, to be fair. Knew a couple of songs and they'll come out all energetic. The songs are pretty good. Got everyone up and dancing and that, singing along. Good opening band for the day. Can't really complain. I only saw a few songs because straight away I had a clash. But yeah, overall they were pretty good. Really enjoyed them. So I give them a nice 7 out of 10. Next band up, who I wanted to see was James and the Cold Gun, so I'd give them a bit of a blast beforehand. I quite like their music. Apparently 2 bands who sort of merged to hold one of the singers, or maybe he's one of the instrumentalists out of Hold an Absence, and another one from Frown Upon. I've never listened to either band before, so I haven't really got much of a comment on them, but I did quite the music of these on the run up the download. Went to see them and I did not regret it. They were really good. They were a bit grungy. I thought that's what I got. Alt rock, grungy. A bit more on the Alice in Chains side rather than like Nirvana and stuff. Had a pretty good voice, lots of charisma from the singer. The rest of the band were good musicians, and they had loads of charisma as well. Were bouncing all over the place. Having a good crack on with the crowd. Asked them to do circle pits and stuff early on in the day, and they did. I give them it. But it was a really fun gig. So one of the new bands that I first come across, which I always find at festivals, and they were spot on. I really enjoyed them, so give them a nice big 9 out of 10. I went back to the main stage and caught up with Hollywood Undead, and I had heard of them, for a while, but I've only recently really started listening to them, just to see them at download. And yeah, they're pretty good. Got a range of different types of genres in the music. It's like rock, a little bit of hip hop, a few different things in there. So it was pretty good. They were again right up for it. Crowd was right up for it. Played a few of the hits. I think like Everywhere I Go, Undead, Riot, all three of the popular ones. They had about 8 songs, I think, and they've done a version of Sweet Caroline, which tends to go down well everywhere. It's no Blue Jeans, but people love it, so they flung that in there as well, and that was a quality gig. So again, I'll give them a 9 out of 10 as well. traipse across from one side of the main stage to the other, all the way around, get a few cocktails and stuff, just in time for Pendulum to come on. Pendulum, I do like them, and always put on a good show. You know exactly what you're going to get with them. So like dance, rock mixture, good live band. Played in a weird slot where it was like halfway through the day, and I don't think that really suited them. Really, you're probably going to get a better gig out of them at night with all the lights and things like that. But they still done a good job, and the atmosphere was decent, but it wasn't great at the same time. So I think they could have had a better gig, but it was still decent. I give them 7 out of 10. Then I went to see a band called Rain City Drive, which I'd never heard of, never listened to. Nothing going into this one, just one of the lads suggested going to see between sets, so why not? And they were pretty good as well. The tent was round for them, had to pretty much squeeze in, and they were quite good. I did really enjoy them. There was something I hadn't heard before, so they'll go on the playlist and I'll give them a bit more listen and you know, say what I think. But from first impressions from a live gig, probably give them a good solid 7 out of 10 as well, and we'll maybe get more into them down the line.
This song's about being a little nicer to yourself sometimes, you know? Everybody can use that.
Then to finish up the half a day that I'm doing on this video, and I'll do the second half on the next video. But we saw Electric Callboy. They were on just coming into the evening type thing, probably it's like 5-6 o'clock-ish. They've got a really good fan base, really popular. German band, like, I don't even know how to describe them, electro pop slash some form of metal. Not really my cup of tea, but I did listen to them beforehand, and I thought, yeah, these are going to be a band to see live and not something I'm going to get into beforehand. Yeah, live, really lively. They've put on a good show, I've got to give them that. And it was enjoyable. I'm not going to give you the best review because it's just not my type of music, so I can't give them a massive score on this one, but I'm sure fans of theirs, will give you a better score than I do, because they seem to really enjoy it and have a good time there, so fair play. But 6 out of 10 for me. Well, just keep an eye out for the next video, which will be coming soon, and that'll be the Friday second half of the day. So that features like Hailstorm, Feeder, Limp Bizkit, probably a couple others. So keep tuned for that. Again, thanks for watching the video.